Obviously, I'm more about Edoba Daily Update TV. So, and then I'll share but more than subscribe, share my comment in the inflow. Karma is real. Yeah, I say Abrana Afenyo Markins, majority leader. You know, comment or make here. You will see Kasa and Kasa Munina or Kasa Baba. Now, and then or more approving process in one as or more appointed. Like or more approval a year minister designate a year to Forson. Now on the course of a year vetting process, and Mr. Chairman a year ahivo Bernard ahivo Emma a point say, okay, a question should come from non-member of the committee, and I say, Anna Samia Wuku a man platforms on maybe a question on was say question no busa no there onyam busa mbo busa asem for na gbaja go nka say Debbie, any sir. I was so weird. We'll be sacked and cry will be some because a brain ho. And when Afenyo Markins or I'll say me pamacho minority for me pamacho pa Munja is a moon team me enemy newcomers because Samia is the first time in Parliament. I know that Munja is a more intimidating and ye pamacho ye pa yes Munja is a more intimidating. Me Crawford, me new a year members enemy. Afenyo HSA. Or patch or strong say or more and spell or more say or more intimidate or when you intimidate because Agboja government assembly can a straight because Ubisa question a year minister, finance minister. Not also Umbisan question also Ubisa but Ubisa and for France and Ubisa question. And all correct now. Afenyo Markins, but Afenyo Markins make key pronouncement be a year chairman, a year Bernard advocacy on withdraw. How we do a statement na you could see a video live section of a this vetting process. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Any more questions from Omar? All members against the ground rules. I've exercised my discretion as a chairman of the committee to welcome a question from Sami Auku, a friend to the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I would like to just ask a follow-up question, if it pleases Mr. Chairman, and then I can go on to my substantive. Congratulations, Honorable Nominee. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, we had an understanding. The leader of the minority made a valid point to allow a question from a non-member of the committee. Against the existing protocol, the chairman agreed for the person to answer to ask the question. It is not appropriate for that person to now say you want to ask a follow-up question before his substantive question. That is not allowed. So go on and answer your question. That is the point I'm making to Chairman. That he is allowed to answer.
Do exactly the same.
Mr. Chairman, basically it has to do with
Chairman. Today is Monday morning. Over and over again, I want to assure colleagues in the majority of our fullest cooperation. I am pleading with all of you in the majority. No attempt should be made to intimidate my members, especially the new ones. Honorable Kwame Govins Agboja, you are an experienced legislator. What you just did, you knew the effects of what you just did. When I pinch you guys a bit, then you're all crying, Afenyo. You do that to my members. I've been calm, I'm watching. You try to take the power from the chair, and then when I'm reacting, you say, I'm being like a co-chair. Don't let us go there. We have started a good morning. Tolerate us enough. Be patient. So far, your side have not done the scrutiny. And we understand you are in government. Scrutiny would largely be done by the minority and the opposition. So please, in all humility, if you will be, there's no problem. Let me finish. Let me finish. Vice Chair, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, I need to finish. I allowed Honorable Govins Abuja to finish.
Point of order.
Even when I had a point of order, I allowed him to finish. The rule of this game is tolerance. And if you are in government and you still act as though you are in opposition, we would have it. We would have it. If your style will be to be attacking me, you will have it. You will have it.
Point of order. Chairman,
if you think that you are still
our side, you've been asking very good questions.
I'm on my chairman. You know you never gave him. Mr. Chairman, you never gave your vice.
He's completely out of order.
Chairman, you never.
Any event,
Chairman,
should never allow any friend of this committee to ask questions. Now, the former chairman never allowed any friend to ask questions.
Honorable Boy, you don't have the floor. You don't have the floor.
Chairman, I would accord every member of this committee utmost respect. And our side will continue to treat all of us here with utmost respect. Colleagues, I'm compelled to make this point. We are here in good faith. The minority has cooperated with chairman for us to get here in good faith. The letter got to us in Parliament. An advert was done. We cooperated for the advert to be placed in the paper same day. We were supposed to start this vetting tomorrow. Chairman reached out to me regarding some exigencies. I convinced my side that there's a need for the new government to proceed to form a government. The president needs his team. So let us not obstruct, let's cooperate. I still have communications asking me, leader, why are you changing from Tuesday to Monday? I am here to do the people's work with my team. This posture of attack on me, colleagues, chairman, with the greatest respect, I will not take it anymore. Even my opening remarks had to receive interjections and point of order. When go and watch Babin as minority leader, his opening remarks, let's watch the videos. Let's watch Haruna Idrisu. Guys, I don't want a situation where it will be like Markins wants to do this and that. I understand governance. I know governance. And I will support you to form your government. But nobody should make an attempt to use some attacks to frustrate. It won't work. And we are not going to boycott proceedings. As Honorable Govins Abuja once said on the floor, even laying paper, even for him to oppose, he says that there will be chaos. That was his threat. We know what he did to my vice chair. No, it's not payback. I will never do that. I'm not petty. I know what they did to this 67-year-old woman who was then the chair of the appointment committee, our mother. We know what happened. The cameras watched it. So, colleagues, you are now in government. Your duty is tolerance. Tolerance. If you don't want to tolerate us and you don't want to accommodate and you are talking about rules, then we'll also go by the rules strictly. I would end here. Chairman, thank you. And let not
thank you very much, Honorable
Minority Leader.
Again. Thank you very much, Honorable Minority Leader. The presidents are there. We all know that Honorable Joseph will say...
Wait, Chairman, with the greatest respect, I know you are an advocate, you do a lot of cross-examination. You cannot raise your voice on a member. He's a first timer. When he makes a mistake, let's correct him in a manner that would encourage him to enjoy Parliament. He's a new member. Please, with the greatest respect, I know it was not your intention, but knowing you when you get your client in a tight corner, how you deal with them, I beg you, this is not your client. I beg you.
My substantive, that's all, Mr. Chairman. And thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for the clarity. And I will proceed. Honorable nominee, I would like to refer you to a publication on the 15th of March 2021, and I want to paraphrase because I don't want to miss any word. And I quote, "Ghana today, we are complaining that this gambling is destroying our youth."
That's the outcome. But let me say that going forward, I will work with your good selves in an open manner, so that together we can work to save our country. Yes, the Honorable Abena made a point that their medium-term revenue strategy is to increase the revenue from its current level to 20%. I hope that is not taxes, because from 13.8 to 20% in the medium term, 2 to 3 years, is very steep. Very steep. 13.8% of GDP to 20% is extremely steep. I'm not saying we cannot, but I will work to achieve it. But let me say that 13.8% to 20% is extremely steep. Have you been able to do it in 8 years? The answer is no. And so, unless it is domestic revenue, which include non-tax revenue, but I can assure you, I'll have a look at all of those. And it is in our interest to increase revenue. And we'll do whatever it takes to increase those revenues. Some of the things we will do from the expenditure side is the establishment of an independent value for money office, so that Parliament, working with us, will be able to set up a ceiling of government contracts that must go through independent value for money analysis that will be owned by the state. I think that must be done, and it will be the beginning of cutting the waste. And Honorable Abena, I recognize that you've served at the Ministry of Finance for 8 good years. During this period, I know you worked on expenditure, you worked on revenue. So we'll tap into your wisdom. Help us identify some of the waste you may know about so that we can cut them appropriately. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's now the time of Honorable Mahama Shaibu.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Chairman. And good morning, Honorable Nominee, for a well-deserved nomination. My question has to do with investment, the motivation that you have to give to investor confidence. Over the years, we saw major players in our business industry getting out of the country. Now, in a few weeks, however, I've seen some increase in the money market. You have alluded to it here. The available data indicates that the last window of the government treasury bill was oversubscribed by over 2 billion. Can you tell us what plans and measures you have to boost investor confidence? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, from our conversation, particularly with the private sector, a lot of things came out. Distorted VAT regime, the need for us to simplify our taxes, an unfriendly working environment. I believe we need to listen once again to the investing community and the private sector. And in doing so, we'll work with them to come out with a blueprint that will encourage the private sector to boom. From the bond side, I don't know if you meant by the money market side, the bond side. We need to immediately improve our credit rating faster. How do you improve the credit rating? Your fiscal will play a role, and signaling to them that you are ready to do things differently. I've signaled already that we will undergo an expenditure base, strong, front-loaded fiscal consolidation in the shortest possible time, so that together we can send a strong signal to the market, particularly when inflation is reduced. Today, it is very difficult for us to go back to the bond market. But for us to go back there, domestic bond market, I mean, for us to go back there are a few things we need to get it right. Your credit rating and inflation. Inflation today is 23.8, the highest in the last 8 months. And you can see that inflation is inching up. It's inching up by the day. Why has inflation become so stubborn? And I think it's a question we need to ask. And what do we have to do to be able to bring inflation to a target band, A plus or minus 2%? It has to start from the fiscal authorities. And we will start. And we know exactly what we have to do. I need your nod. I need your support. And together, we have a responsibility to do what it takes to fix the economy for the benefit of all of us, particularly the ordinary Ghanaian out there who's struggling. So I'm open, very open for ideas and to listen to you, not only you, but to the private sector and the entire market, to do whatever you have to do. I'm a very lucky man. I come to this job, apart from my personal experience, but I worked under an astute finance minister, the Honorable Seth, who's like a father to me. I'll reach out anytime, and there are a lot of people. And Honorable Abena is here, a sister I know, Honorable Amin, the former past minister. And so, let's see, whatever it takes, we'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will now give the floor to Honorable Alassane Umar.
Thank you, Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Nominee and Leader, congratulations. I have a question on public debt. And I'll base it on the mid-year review, 2024 mid-year policy review. Paragraph 51 stated that the public debt of Ghana is 742 billion cedis as of today. I want to ask you, how do you plan to manage this huge debt? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, we will manage the public debt. I know it's a matter of concern to most of us, but I can assure you, don't be despaired. We'll do whatever it takes to clear the harms that has been created as a result of the debt restructuring. For example, I've looked at the domestic maturities carefully, and you can see that as a result of the debt restructuring, 2025, this year, we'll have to pay off amortization, debt repayment, no interest, 12.6 billion Ghana cedis, domestic. 2026, you have to repay another 15.7 billion Ghana cedis. 2027, you have to pay 53 billion, and 2028, 48 billion. So you could see the harms that has been created. It's frightening and worrying. You have similar harms that has been created at the Eurobond side. You have billions of dollars. This year already we've paid about $364 million US, and others that are coming up. From next year, you'll be compelled to pay every year.
God bless you. Stay tuned, stay connected. Afenyo Markins na ze opa magaze. Intimidation outdoors. Intimidation outdoors. NDC amanyoku na omo kisho say more intimidate to express the newcomers in parliament omo call for more intimidate to na ni nyina say bet yira ato Forson no na just I say asembisa etimi bam the final question na question na nipa kro bisa na yira Samia Oku. Was on the question Ubisan, on young Missa the was Ubisas and Fofo. I want Agwaja government's guidance, David. Ura. A seminal I was a Ubisa. Now Ubisa as a Wofra no Ubisa. Yen is our Hasi. Ebusia and one on Afenyo Markins so on Chassis. Say Ura Agwaja voyance. Wakasa. God bless you.